They are trying to erase what heals us. They are trying to erase the design of God. And so we have to hold on to what's left. I put up a short the other day here on YouTube, and you guys had some great comments. And so I feel like we're all experiencing a lot of the same things collectively, which tells me that in our own way, we're all seeing and sensing the same things. Most of us know deep down that something doesn't feel right. I did this video a couple months ago where we watched some videos, some stuff in real time if you're interested in this, where we talked about why and how they're erasing beauty. The reason why this is so important to talk about is because it is affecting our physical and mental health, and it is disconnecting people from their creator. Before all of the vast industry that entered into our current society, a person could walk outside at night and see the sky exploded with stars. I suspect that if you saw that night after night, and if you were involved in the creation of your food, you were dependent on the seasons, I would imagine that that would make you feel both connected to something very big and would remind you that you are small. Recently, I heard some people in power say things along the lines of, pretty soon we're not going to need God. And what they meant was we're not going to need the idea or the concept of God. Now, those of us who are believers, we know that that is nonsense, that they cannot erase God. They can try to delete his fingerprint from things. They can try to distract people from God. They can try to discourage people from God. Sometimes I hear these people talk and I think, could you imagine having that lack of fear of God, that level of audacity, saying soon we won't need God? Sir, you are in for a very big surprise. What they're trying to say is, hey, we've outpaced the notion of God by becoming God. Does that sound familiar to anyone? Like rewinding back to the garden, this quest for man to outsmart, outpace God has been going on since the fall. And in my humble opinion, we are coming to this place of the final showdown of man trying to outrun, outsmart, outpace, outgrow God. And everybody is in for a very rude awakening. The systems of this world have to be set for people to accept what's coming and for people to worship the system that's coming in their hearts. And part of that is to eliminate God, or to attempt to eliminate God from the minds and hearts, bodies of people. And so now when we step out, a lot of us, into the night sky, we see the lights of the cities and the towns in the distance, instead of the stars, the vastness of the stars across the sky. Most of us are lucky if we see 4 stars in the sky at night. We see the buildings, we see all the works of men's hands. And not all works of men's hands are bad. God puts craft and skill in people to build things, but that is most of what a lot of people see. If we build up entertainment in a way that is so alluring and so seducing that it captures the eyes and the hearts and the minds of people, people are going to be less likely to be enthralled with the quote little things, which really aren't actually simple or little at all. All of the things that God has created are quite complex and awesome if you take the time to notice them. And so I said in that short, things like the flicker of a flame, the love of a good dog, planting a seed in the ground and watching it grow, the honesty of a home-cooked meal, a good warm hug, a baby's giggle, all of these things that I loved what some of you listed in the comments. When we get so distracted and so busy and so enthralled with the work of men's hands that we stop noticing the work of God's hands, this has a profound effect on our bodies, minds, hearts, and our spirit. There are a million reasons why mental health is collapsing in our society today, but all of it keeps coming back to walking away from God's design. We are going to feel it in our bodies as sickness and exhaustion when we turn away from the design of God, how He designed our body to function, the environments He designed our body to be in, the food He designed our body to take in. The further we turn from that design, the more we're going to see physical collapse, the more we are thinking about things that we are not designed to think about, and engaging in things we're not designed to think about, and viewing things that are going in our eyes and then going into our mind that we are not designed to see. It's going to collapse. And the further and further human beings get from their created design, the more we see disaster. They're not only playing us to try to disconnect us from our created design, but they're also playing in God's face by saying, we're going to take over this archaic concept of you. Okay. One of the biggest rebellions that we can do today is saying, you can't take those moments from me. You can't take all of my attention and tell me where to put it. You can try to control the way that I allow things to happen with my body and my mind and my spirit. You can try it. You can try to control my emotions. But if I am choosing to aim to submit all of these things under the will of God and to stay focused on those simple little things that God has created and enter back into in little ways as I go along in my day, enter back into the created design and slowly begin to heal layer by layer, that is one of the ultimate rebellions today. It doesn't have to be this big, huge new year, new me thing. Do an assessment. Assess the parts of your life that are slipping from the created design. Some of it we're not going to have control over. We cannot control if they want to unleash the poison powder from the sky. You know what I mean? I did this video too a couple weeks ago if you're interested in that. But if there are elements of your life that you assess and say, you know what? I have wandered away from the created design with this. I have allowed this part of my life to enter too much into the world's way, or haven't been stopping enough to notice those little things that God put on the earth to calm my nervous system, to heal my body, to give my mind rest, to give my spirit rest. I am not doing enough of that. In this area, I am consuming things that are not created for the design that God has put inside of me. This is doing me harm. And so I can take these little steps every day to stop and enter back into the design of God. And we beautifully resubmit those areas of our life to God. It's like an act of repentance. In this area, I've wandered away from that created design, and it's causing dysregulation and dysfunction inside of me in whatever area. I'm sorry, and I'm asking you to give me a spirit of wisdom and show me what to do with this to enter back into the created design that you have for me, so that I can enter into the healing and the wholeness and the abundance that you have spoken over me in your word. Friends, I thank you so much for taking a piece of your precious time today to spend it here with me. I appreciate you. If you want more information, there's always links in the description box. You can go to my website, faithfullegacyliving.com. I am on socials. I have all that for you pinned in the comments and in the description box. You can access my books. And I'm revamping a whole bunch of stuff right now that's about to relaunch. So I'll let you guys know that in a couple future videos. But thank you. I love you, and Lord willing, I will see each and every one of you beautiful and precious souls right here on the next one. Bye, friends.